Simsy, and we are back with more Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star, and we are just doing all the little short story things. So the last time we did we did the preliminary inspection, we did Albert's secret, and now we're going to do this, which is called, hold on, Midnight Attack of the Nightmare, and it's Angel doing Angel things. So yeah. Angel, Midnight Attack of the Nightmare. The gathering of the brilliant light shall take place in the promised land in the darkest hour of the eye, when the eye of heaven closes. Can the crimson fallen angel overcome his trials and arrive in time? Could have been more dramatic, I'm sorry. Hi, what you doing? The season of ice, which freezes the spirit light tree, has almost come to an end. The awakening is near. A new life shall bud and grow. Those of pure heart may fall victim to the servants of darkness. I have to sneeze again. I must take this opportunity to investigate the dark sorcerer Wallenstein's actions. Sorry. That sneeze came on fast. So, anyway.
Oh, hello, Hikori. Are you here to turn in your supplementary assignment?
No. No! It is not yet the time. My crimson breast tells me so.
Oh? It's due tomorrow. Make sure you finish it in time.
A painful test. Is there no way out?
No.
Ah!
Don't worry. If there's anything you're really having trouble with, you can ask when you hand it in. Oh, will you be coming to the observation tonight, Higorde?
What? Will there be a gathering of the brilliant light?
Yep, that's right. There's a total lunar eclipse tonight. They're opening up the roof tonight so we can all watch. It'll be late, so make sure to dress warmly if you do come, okay?
My evil scarlet eye reflects a dreadful spectacle. The dead on all sides. No, the frenzied moon was the cause of it all. We must not repeat this tragedy. The dark tree, Rufa, can wait. I must prepare for the gathering of the brilliant light. The panacea of blue Vijnana? Like shit. Lunario Carmine. Okay, I feel like you can't do things that sound like they're Latin because we're gonna summon a demon. And also your room scares me a little bit. Like, what the fuck? The legendary sacred bow. Holy slasher! Will I require anything more? On nights when the moon is swallowed by darkness, the barrier between the world of the surface and that which is hidden beyond it, say Telna, grows thin. I'm just making up what these words sound like because I don't fucking know. I literally think it was just like keyboard mashing and like, yeah, that looks good. I don't know, anyway. A terrible threat shall descend when the eye of heaven closes. Oops. If it is as the forbidden epic relates, the name of that threat alone can control the great vastness of darkness. Yoshio! Aren't you going to school to see the moon tonight? Are you going to eat before you go? I will eat, and then I will go. Come down in 30 minutes then, okay? When are you leaving the house? At 11. If I fall asleep, then wake me. Okay. Thank you, Mom. Gaze into the dark void of space, oh holy slasher. I feel like we should have actually read that normally. Like, okay, thanks, Mom. Gaze into the dark void of space, oh holy slasher. Missed opportunity. I was just thrown for a loop when his mom popped in anyway. You and I together shall pierce these accursed midnight heavens. Like, Mom, come on, I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons with my friends. Like, my crimson insides are replete with the silver beings. To think that the nighttime demon known as fatigue would be so hard to conquer. Perhaps it was a mistake to partake of that savory dinner before the battle. No, not yet. Persevere, O weak and unreliable eyelids. I like him because I can be, like, super, super dramatic with him, too. Bad snort. Ah! Nonsense! I am the Crimson Angel of Juteca! I shall not be vanquished so easily.
Where are you going to go to the school, Yoshio? It's past 11. Yoshio! Yoshio, wake up! Oh, Yoshio! If you're going to sleep, at least get in your bed. And here we go.
That was it! It was literally 5 minutes! Thank you, Mom. Oh my god, 5 minutes of Angel doing Angel things. Okay. So, we're gonna do Legume Chronicles, which is, apparently, according to the guy, Torty. The most nervous day of the year is here again. But it looks like there's someone here who doesn't like this heart-throbbing romantic day. Please enter your name. Me. Spacey. I really hate having to do this every time. Tosaka. Is Tosaka Spacey okay? Absolutely. Yay, we get to date Torty? That's weird. We've got a lot of deliveries here, sir. Where shall I put them? Deliveries. I had thought the first run wouldn't be arriving until next week. These aren't magazines, sir. They're beans. And who here's sent away for beans? Oh, right, this is your first time. It's a tradition, sir. Readers always send beans addressed to their favorite characters on Legumentines. And they send them to their favorite characters? Ridiculous! I've never been given beans in my life, but these people send them willy-nilly to a bunch of two-dimensional birds. That is a little odd. Well, you're not very popular, sir. This is a gross injustice. How dare they all have fun without me just because it's Legumentines? I don't think anyone sends beans to the editor-in-chief anyway, sir. It's not worth worrying about. No, this is a grave state of affairs. We must cause swift and terrible retribution to fall on the heads of those who dare to have fun without me. I love him. He's so dramatic. It's Legumentines! I'm here to get beans for everybody, but this is the place you recommended, Oko-san. That's correct. There are many beans in the basement of the High Society Seagull department store. I was going to say we didn't get to Coo in the last part, but we did, because, you know, I made the comment about all doves do. So we did get to Coo. Without intentionally doing it. But it's just become a habit now. People are going to come by my desk at work and I'll be like, Oko-san said no! They're going to be like, the fuck? Anyway. I'm not sure if it's the employee's attitude, or the employee's attitude, or it might even be the employee's attitude, but there's something I just don't like about this place. Then again, Oko-san is the biggest gourmet in town, so if he says it's the best, it must be the best. Let's head in! Sold out! Oko-san, everything's sold out! This is not right! Are there not always great quantities of beans here, even on Legumentines? Those, and those, and those, and those? I'll take all of them! Oh, this is Torty, isn't it? Yes, and those too. Mr. Nishiki Koji! Hello there, Spacey. Fancy meeting you here. This is miserable and unmanly market monopolization. This is miserable and unmanly market monopolization. That gaudy bird is trying to corner the market. Why are you doing this, Mr. Nishiki Koji? How can you start hoarding the bean supply on Legumentines? Are you buying all these to give them to yourself? Just how vain and self-absorbed are you? You lack imagination, my girl. What a terrible pity. Why should I do something so low? I'm just here to get in the way of everyone who's having fun because it's Legumentines. There's a lot of exclamation points, though. That's low. That's so low it's almost making me laugh. Tender, passionate young hens, swept up by the gentle flowery winds of first love, flock to this establishment, the foremost purveyor of celebratory legumes in the city, only to find every variety, every color, every size sold out. Their hopes dashed at once, and they're left in despair. Ah, how beautiful! Magnificent artistic tragedy. Have I mentioned that I love him because he's like super overdramatic and it's kind of fun? This seems a bit convoluted even for tokusatsu. Oh, for a tokusatsu villain's plan. Tokusatsu's villain plan. You'll never be happy with yourself if you keep thinking like that. Act your age, Mr. Nishikikoji. Here. What is this? Courtesy beans. I'm just giving them to you to be nice, but it should still make you feel a little better about your life. Do you mock me? No! I'm just being polite. You're mocking me! Don't you want them? At least this way you'll have gotten some from someone. The gaudy pheasant seems extremely unnerved by my proffered beans. This couldn't possibly be the first time he's ever gotten beans on Legumentine's, could it? So be it. I shall deign to accept them. Perhaps these beans may become the seeds of some beautiful imagination. I'm busy. I'm going home. Having reconsidered his attempt to corner the bean market, the golden pheasant left. Spacey stopped him. Spacey is a true warrior. Half of these bins have nothing left but little signs saying they're sold out, but what's left should be enough. Now all the girl birds will be able to get beans for that special sunbirdie. Wow. This one was really fucking short. I'm still confused as to how we get the day the night slept after story. The next thing to do is these, but I don't want to do those yet. So let's do some of the radio stuff. Living with birds.
The how and why of St. Pigeonation's question box. Hi, everybody. I'm Kawara Ryota, a rock dove from 2-3. I seem to be in charge of the question corner. I think you all can tell what we're doing here just from the name, but since it's the first time, I'll explain. In the how and why question box, I'll be answering letters you've all sent in. And not just questions, though. It looks like we'll be doing shout-outs, random asides, all sorts of things. It'll be pretty relaxed. Bear with us. Because this is the first time, I made sure to pick things which don't spoil any of the BBL route from the full version. If you haven't finished yet, spoiler landmines can be scary. But don't worry, there won't be any of those here. Let's get started then. Now for our very first letter. From one Aviophile. This is a historic moment, everybody. If you get married to Hiyoko, you'll be the one wearing the wedding dress, right, Ryota? Right?
Hiyoko, but, Spacey, but, okay, it's because that's her name.
You seem awfully sure about this. Actually, Spacey told me a little about her dream wedding a long time ago. She said she wanted a bungee jump wedding. I can't remember where, but apparently there's a place where you can have the entire ceremony while oscillating several meters above the ground. If she still wants to have a bungee wedding, a dress would be risky for either of us.
Jack, sorry.
It'd be nice if we could wear our street clothes. Anyway, next letter. This one's from a Miss Birdlove. Let's see. Did birds' lifespans change at all when they were ascended? I don't know what life expectancies were like before, but some have increased over the past 100 years or so. The larger parrots and things were always long-lived, and so didn't change much. But smaller birds like quails and things live several times as long now. Doves still have much shorter lives than humans, though. That's just how it is. Oh, sorry. We're getting gloomy already. Let me change the course a little. Let's regroup and move on to the next letter. This is from one Kanako Mikan.
To Spacey.
Nice to meet you. I have lost my heart to your wild lifestyle. Being a hunter-gatherer must be hard in a lot of ways. Have you ever had trouble with some particular animal or had to live through something really difficult? I was told to answer anything for Spacey as best I could.
I gotta put my name in here, so.
Spacey's really something. She's been wild and rugged ever since we were very young. I've always admired her, too. She never really complains, so I'm not sure I know of anything that's really given her trouble. The one thing I could think of was the time her den got hijacked. Once, her house got invaded by a bunch of jackals while she was at school. It looked really tough. As long as there are living creatures, there'll always be turf wars. She said the fight with the boss jackal lent an entirely new meaning to the phrase domestic violence, so maybe that's a good example of a quarry which gave her trouble as well. And then again, in the end, they reconciled and she was welcomed into the jackal tribe as a brother, so maybe it was more like a pair of Yankees having a sunset fistfight on the riverbank than a hunter and her prey.
The next letter is addressed to Nageki. From one Hatoful Charis? What do you wish for on Tanabata? I always felt sad not seeing your card. I think we should have him answer this himself. Nageki! Nageki, are you here? What? Oh, good. I was worried I'd have to call you on the announcer. Is that microphone on? Yep. We're on the air right now. I can't do Ryota's voice right now, so... Wait, don't leave yet! No, I don't want to be recorded. Just answer one question, please. Fine, but once I've answered, I'm leaving. Thank you. This letter was asking if you make wishes on Tanabata. I'd like to know what you wish for, too. I don't. Wishes are for superstitious children. Dr. Iwamine always makes one. Oh, did you make them when you were younger? Yes. What sort of things did you wish for back then? Nothing. Nothing special. Things like, I hope my family stays happy. Harmless things like that. I'm always hoping for the same thing. I know how it is. Are we done? I'm leaving. Oh yeah, sorry for holding you up. See ya. Right. He really cares about his family. I wonder what they're like. They must all be quiet, calm birds like him. The next one is for San. It isn't signed. It's a little long, but I'll try to read it in one go. Okasan! 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 Oh! Okasan! 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 Oh, wait. Smells good. I want to. Oko-san's pure white plumage. Hif hif. I don't even know how to make that sound. Wait, no, not. Oh God. I can't. I don't know what hif hif. Mofu mofu. Mofu 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 mofu. Crunchy crunchy mofu. My heart. Festival Oko-san. So cute. Oko-san's voice is decided. Yay! Cute. Too cute. Oko-san. I'm so glad the drama CDs are going to be so... No, wait, this can't be... The drama CDs are not real. Wait, the games aren't real either. Oko-san is not a real... No. No, darn it. I'm quitting reality. Wait, he's looking at me? Oko-san, and my monitor is looking at me? He's looking at me. He's looking at me. The Oko-san on the blog is looking at me. He's talking to me in the game. I'm glad I'm still here. Yay! I have Oko-san. I did it, Luis. Could that be done alone? The drama CD. Oko-san. Angel. Ryota. Sakuya. Yuya. Deliver my love to Oko-san. Deliver it to MSA Pigeonations. I felt like I was going to suffocate reading that. It has been delivered. Your love has been delivered. You will accept... will you accompany Oko-san on a journey? True pudding awaits. I think he understands. That's good. Yeah, because in the drama CDs, they obviously voice the characters, so there's legit, voice acting, but we don't have any of those, and they're not voiced in the game, so anyway. On that note, the last letter here is for San as well. From one Ori. I love Oko-san too much, my heart is turning into a Hato heart. Is it easy to keep doves at home? I want an Oko-san all on my own, to strut gently around and around, and my goal is to have him right on my shoulder. I know it isn't a casual decision, but do you think I could do that? No one around her has kept doves from some decades. The pet shop doesn't sell them either. Where did Oko-san come from? It is a mystery. Would you terribly mind telling me? I think I should start by talking about San's actor, and this will get a bit meta. San is modeled off of a dove named Oko-san kept by the creator. See, that's why he doesn't have a human sprite. And of course, his portrait is a picture of the bird himself. In reality, he isn't interested in pudding at all. Please don't try to feed a dove pudding. Doves aren't particularly hard to care for. Anyone who's kept a budgie or a sparrow or anything should find it pretty easy. A racing bird would be a little more difficult, but for a fantail or the or the like, a fairly small cage is fine. A rabbit cage works very well. However, doves aren't very common pets, so there aren't many veterinarians who know how to treat them. Yeah, you have to find an avian vet. Doves are usually very healthy and rarely get sick, but you might want to make sure there's a clinic nearby which will receive them just in case. And they're not common in general pet stores, but there's usually a section for doves in places that specialize in birds. And have a look around. Good luck, Miss Orty. I hope you can have a wonderful birdie life. That's all for today. Thank you all for sending us letters. I gotta sneeze again. It's like legit just all of a sudden. Okay, so that was that. The pigeon and the partridge. We'll do another couple of these anyway. Oh my god, I can't read Ryota's voice. It's gonna kill me. Anyway, the how and why of St. Pigeonation's question box. Hello, everybody. This is Kawada Ryota from Class 2-3. It's time for the second round of the question corner. Independent programs like this don't have to worry about viewer numbers, so we can take it easy. It's very relaxing. Aren't you feeling relaxed? Anyway, this episode will be mostly spoiler-free as well. Spoilers for the BBL will probably start showing up in the second half, I think. That was the original one, I think. I don't think that... Yeah, so it's spoilers for that. But the thing is, if you played this game, you would... You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Anyway. At any rate, everyone can listen to this without worrying. Let's start looking at letters. And this time there are 3 for me. First off, one from an anonymous individual. You look very good in girls' clothes, but how do you feel about cross-dressing? Is getting paid just an excuse? How do I feel? I'm not sure. I only ever cross-dress at work, after all. It'd be sort of like if I worked at a convenience store and put some sort of emotional weight into the act of wearing the apron or something. It'd be very strange. And as for being an excuse, well, that seems odd too. It's just a normal part of life to me. On to the second letter. This is from one Ariko. Areko? Areko. I want to have Colleen be my personal maid. Oh, that's right. That was his drag name, right? There's a time limit, but you can ask for me anytime you're at the cafe. I'll be waiting. And now the third from Colleen Sexual. Colleen Sexual. I wonder if that's the person who comes by every Friday. To Colleen, you're always too cute. What kind of clothes do you like? You can tell me, right? I'd like to see you in more than a maid and Miko clothes, too. Like maybe a sailor uniform? Haha. Come again soon, master. But don't usually do this outside the cafe, but I had them get me a sailor uniform for this, so I'll be back in a minute. Oh, God. You didn't know you needed this in your life. I love it so much. I tried making bento. Will you eat with me? This is the first time I've worn a sailor uniform, actually. It's a little drafty for this time of year. The next one is for Dr. Iwamine. Let's see if I can get him in here. What is it? Another stomachache? Was last time's dose not enough? I do have something a little more powerful. With a 42% chance of painful death as a side effect, that is. What? That's too much for a mortality rate. I'm not in enough of a hurry to play Russian roulette, you know. And don't go changing the background music like that. This is the question corner, Doctor. There's a letter for you and me. May I read it to you? What foolishness is... Very well. We shall discuss the compensation later, of course. I probably don't want to know what you'll ask for, but thank you. It's from someone named Yuya, and it was sent on December 6th. Ryota's birthday is the 3rd, right? Happy birthday. And the doctor's is the 12th, so happy birthday to him, too. Thank you, Yuya! This person seems quite well informed. May I ask you a favor? My birthday is the 7th. Could you celebrate for me? Just one congratulations from you would be better than Christmas and New Year's cards combined. Another December child! Happy birthday, Yuya! Yuya just wants the doctor to say happy birthday to him. That is so funny. You're like, what the hell? You should say something too, Doctor. Why? It's merely another year in their life. What reason is there to celebrate? Not that I had expected much from you anyway. I'm sorry, Yuya. I'll congratulate you for... Oh, that's Ryota. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuya. I'll congratulate you for the doctor as well. Happy birthday!
Merry Christmas!
I feel like something else just got slipped in there. Anyway, happy birthday. I hope you have a good year. If perhaps you have a change of heart and decide you'd like to have your limbs and organs replaced, do let me know. Don't even joke about that sort of thing, Doctor. Seeing as the Doctor is here, I'll read a few more of these letters. This one's a question from the Doctor from Just Pudding. Do you have a Seacom alarm in the infirmary? Do you, Doctor? No. I do not make a habit of relying on such establishments. I simply do not leave anything in there which would be troubling to have stolen. Use Go Guard! Easy and safe! I think not, Mr. Golgard. The doctor doesn't seem interested. And that's where I hide. Pardon me, then. Please do call if you change your mind. He left his business card even though we didn't ask for it. I don't have any use for it. What about you, Doctor? Likewise. Yeah, really. Time for the last one. And this is from one helplessly in love. I'm helplessly in love with round, adorable chukar partridges. Do all chukars have the doctor's suspiciously fluffy face? What do you think, Doctor? A foolish question. I was visiting a town for the first time. The first man I met had a round face. Does everyone in that town have a round face? Or something like that. And it's from someone outside the school, so maybe you could answer less aggressively. Aggressive? Whatever do you mean? I believe I answered in a clear and concise fashion. There's no species of bird without individual differences. This is hard. I suppose the doctor is right. There are differences between individuals. Maybe the best way to see it would be to go to the avian zoo in, Kagakawa or Kobe. Chukar partridge's eyes aren't completely round, so they do look a little bit lethargic, or maybe suspicious. And also, when they hold their heads out, their necks are surprisingly thin. And they can look very vulnerable when they're taking dust baths, too. Do you take dust baths, Doctor? What a quaint suggestion. Dust bathing is a behavior which arose as a way of removing parasites from the body. Our lifestyles have progressed such that we no longer come into contact with parasites, and so it's no longer needed. You must do it every once in a while, then. A defenseless dust-bathing Dr. Iwamine. A fascinating idea, if only because of how hard it is to imagine. I think I'd like to see it. Curiosity killed the cat. Yes, I know. Is that enough? I believe the material from last night's experiment will be ready soon, and I'd very much like to go home. Yes, we're done. Sorry for holding you up. Thank you. Why is everybody so uncooperative? I hope I can have someone who'll play along next time. Then again, there's so many letters for the doctor. I'll have to bring him back on at some point. Maybe next time I should get him a present or something to butter him up beforehand. That's all, folks. Thank you all for the letters. We didn't get a thing for that one. Rude! Sorry. I guess we're gonna, let's see. Special talk show. Spoilers ahead. Human form questions. I feel like we should do after the shrine visit, but let's just do a couple more of these, Sony. Welcome to the Nishikikoji's special talk show. Good evening, folks. I'm the grand artist who has offered his life, his very soul, up to the imagination, Nishikikoji Tori. Welcome to our special time, which you shall spend with me. I don't imagine there are many listeners who don't already know it by heart, but allow me to give a brief introduction of my glorious, exemplary career so far. Once I was the ace of the 2nd Optical Ordnance Division of the Hawk Party Research Organization, and now I am a manager at the Crow Party, and also chief editor of the popular Golden Weekly magazine. I doubt anyone in the world is as busy as I am. You're all incredibly grateful that I'm taking this time out of my schedule to conduct a question and answer session, of course. Mr. Nishikikoji, Mr. Nishikikoji, please open the door.
It won't happen no matter how much we push or pull. It must be locked from the inside.
What do we do? At this rate, an entire chapter of the radio program is going to be overrun with some unfortunate golden pheasant disaster.
You in there! Open up this instant! You were bad enough in the Legume short. Are you planning to ruin this too? Do you think an outsider like you will go unpunished for this? We won't stop at charges of trespassing, you hooligan.
It is awfully loud out there, with a peanut gallery mind keeping its fervor gibberings to itself. Wow, this racket is in no way beautiful. Let me put on some music. Now then, let us begin my artistic question and answer session. The first is from a young lady by the name of Hatomi is my waifu. When are you going to discontinue Golden Dove? It's gotten really lame. It just feels like he's run out of ideas with all the new characters he introduces. Hey, what is this? Do you know how long Mr. Takakishi Po labored in obscurity even after he made his debut in high school? Living the ignoramus life of a non-serialized author. Even when he could get serialized positions, he was never popular in questionnaires, so he'd always be dropped. He would not possibly comprehend how he suffered. And then he came to me, to Golden Weekly. He was the first artist whose serials work out for me. We've struggled all this way together, like unfortunate twins joined at the hip and so shamefully forced to run in every three-legged race ever. Do you have any idea how much sweat and how many tears and how much of his own life blood he's poured into Golden Dove? You don't, do you? You know nothing of the joy of a long-running series, you disgusting Philistine. So don't just go talking about discontinuing it. Jeez. Well then, next one. Things sure seem lively in there. I wish he'd open the door already. On the contrary, he seems to be ignoring us entirely. I can't believe a disgrace like this is allowed on campus. It's most vexing. You two having trouble? The hero always makes his appearance when everybody's in a pickle, right? Oh, dear God. Yuya! No one asked for you to show up. Oh, wait, what are you carrying? I've got permission to force my way in. Gotta protect the peace and tranquility of the campus, after all. I'm gonna break this door down whether it's locked or not. Get back a little. The second one is from Testy Robin. I'm tired of the reversible dust jackets. Come up with a more interesting bonus or I'm not buying your magazine anymore. And then don't buy it. Why would we want readers as low-minded as you anyway? Don't you think something is wrong with this trend among publishers of trying to outcompete each other through bonus items? A magazine should be judged by what's inside. That's where the competition lies. Do not be fooled by those frivolities. The real artistry lies sparking within. That's as far as you go, Nishiki Kojitori. I'll put your wings behind your head. Ooh. Sorry. What is a high school student doing with that thing? Yeah, you know, mister, it's a must-have item for any fashionable teenage boy. We have you surrounded. Come quietly and don't try anything. Let's make this as nice as possible, shall we? I don't want to have to shoot you. Oh, not very much, anyway. And that rifle! Ah, I see. So you're with JB. Very well. I shall withdraw for today. But one day, the school shall be mine. Darn it. Here goes another window. If you're going to go leaping out a window, at least open it first. Anyway, we've secured the broadcast room. We're short on time, so you should probably get started. Alright, thank you, Yuya. But where does he keep getting those things? Now then, let's try this again. The how and why of St. Pigeonations. Here's the question box. I'll be joining in today. This time we got questions from Westerners. My English isn't very good, so Sakuya will be helping out. Already in high school and you still can't use English. Your future is bleak indeed. I'm not planning to go overseas, so it won't be that bad. I hope. Alright, first question. For one, SSF SX17. Well, that sounds more like a password than a handle.
What is Spacey's favorite weapon? The bow, the sword, or the spear? What is Spacey's favorite...
Oh, I already clicked that.
Can you answer that, Kawara?
It, like, jumped over.
Spacey's favorite weapon? Well, a few years ago she really liked the bamboo pole, but I think lately she's been using the copper sword more.
A copper sword for hunting?
Wouldn't it be a bit dull for that?
It doesn't cut very well, but she said it doesn't matter because she just bludgeons everything to death anyway. Alright, let's keep going. We're a little short on time thanks to a certain someone. And this one's for you, Sakuya. It's from Rabbit Doubt. Sakuya, please let me touch your feathers. I want to touch your feathers.
Never!
Hey, translate it into English first. Or Japanese, I guess, since this is the English release. I don't actually need you here at all, but if we started cutting the whole characters out of scenes just because language barrier jokes didn't really work, then things would get pretty confusing pretty quickly, right?
Sakuya, please let me touch your feathers. I want to touch your feathers. Why should I let myself be touched by a common riffraff?
That's too bad, Rabbit Out. And maybe I'll let you touch them if you become nobility.
This one's anonymous. What are your thoughts on Brian Pigeon? Do you consider his blog to be quality literature?
On second thoughts, maybe it'd be okay if you didn't bother repeating everything after all.
Look here, peasant. I've got one job in this lousy show. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it. Is that clear?
Oh my god, we just hit the apex of the best fucking jokes. Oh my god. Oh dear god. Listen, I've got one stupid job on this crummy ship and I'm gonna do it! I've got one job on this ship and it might be stupid, but I'm gonna do it! Okay, I messed up the line, but we all know it's from Galaxy Quest, and holy fucking shit. This is like... I just need a moment. Oh, you know, I miss a lot of these. I know I have, because I feel like it's been a while since we've had one of these, but God, when they pop up in their shit, you know, you're like, ah! I love it. I love all the fucking references. I love Galaxy Quest, one of my favorite movies, so. Okay. Anyway, Brian. Wait, who?
Don't you even know that, you ignoramus? He's a great pigeon from the great land of Great Britain, and the very first intellectual Columbid. Go look up Brian Pigeon online for the good of us all.
Oh, we learned about him in the first game.
Well, whoa! But this blog is in English.
English localization or no, I still can't read it.
Of course it's in English. He lives in London. His posts may even count as fine literature. At the very least, they're culturally quite valuable. They'll definitely leave a mark on avian history to come.
Wow, he must really be important. I'll have to work hard on my English so I can read his blog. Here's the last one. It's anonymous too. It's for San.
I love you.
Hoko-san loves you too. Hoko-san just runs in and runs out. Sakuya, I understood that.
Don't act so proud, neophyte.
Well, I guess that's about it for today.
Indeed, we shall have to cut this session short. It's almost time for the school to close. Let us make a smooth exit.
Yep. Bye-bye, everybody. Okay, so we'll do the spoilers ahead one, and we'll wait and do the human form questions after we start doing the other one, maybe? So, this will get us... Anyway. How and why is St. Pigeonations? It's time to break out the question box. This is Kawara Ryota from Class 2-3. Last time was a little exciting, wasn't it? I'm glad we didn't get dropped. And this time we're doing a special feature on BBL. BBL, or Bad Boys Love, is an extra-long truth scenario which was included with the full version of the game, which was the first version. Today we'll be answering questions about BBL. So be warned, there will be spoilers. Okay, so if you didn't watch the first game, don't watch this. But if you didn't watch the first game, why would you watch this one? It's actually kind of funny. If you didn't play the first game, why would you play this one? Because this one would make no sense. And, I mean, to be honest, let's be fair. They're just short little scenarios with the characters. It's a fan disc kind of a type thing. It's not a full fleshed out game if you think about it. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this. I fucking love this. But it's kind of like if you were going to play, like, what you expect. Oh, I'm going to play an Otome game. You expect what we got in the first one. You expect this for fan discs and second parts. You wouldn't go into a game and be like, well, I don't know anything about the series. Let me play like the 5th one. You know what I mean? Because this is usually how the fan discs go. They're just additional little scenarios. Maybe you have choices, maybe you don't, but it's because you love the characters and you just want to see how shit's going, or you want something slightly different, or, oh, now there's additional characters, but if you don't know the original story, it wouldn't make sense, so I don't really know why. Hey, guys, spoilers! I mean, I guess they have to warn you because someone would be like, oh my god, spoilers! Well, what the fuck were you doing playing the second game? Or watching the second game? When not knowing the first one? You know what I mean? But anyway. I don't recommend continuing with this if you haven't finished BBL yet. Do you want to keep going? Keep going, motherfucker, because I played them all. Alright, let's get started. But I like how they give you that choice. And this will be a little complicated, but I think I should explain where we are before jumping into the questions. Holiday Star takes place in a happy world where the BBL route never began, during winter break in the 3rd semester. So naturally, up until now, the questions have been answered by the peaceful, undisturbed Tomei route versions of each character. But because we're doing BBL this time, we'll be calling on the versions of each character who lived, or didn't live, through BBL. Just don't think about it too hard and you'll be fine. In the end, it's just because unlike books or movies, visual novels have all kinds of branches and possibilities. Even if it's a little odd for me to be saying that. Sorry, that was a little long. Questions! This one is from Sorawa. Was Spacey raised in an orphanage? How has she managed everything all this time? Spacey isn't here, so I'll be answering for her again. Her parents did die a long time ago, but she was never taken in by an orphanage. She did live with my mother and me for a while, but she decided she'd rather live on her own. Living by one's own strength is a hunter-gatherer's pride, after all. I could never be like her. She's always so tough and cool, you know? On to the next question. This is from Damarushi. For the doctor. What did you like so much about Professor Kawara? What was so appealing about a good-for-nothing dove like that who couldn't even take care of his own family? That's what it says, Doctor. Wait, no, Doctor, stop! You can't just tear up the letters! You can't put them through the shredder either! Oh, it's completely destroyed. That is all. That's not an answer, Doctor. Sorry, Damarushi. I guess the subject... Oh, it's Ryota. Sorry, I gotta... Sorry, Damarushi. I guess the subject of my father is a bit of a sensitive area with him. Dad never did come home much, though. I don't remember what kind of a person he was either. Bird. I wonder what kind of boss he was for the doctor. Hey, Doctor, wait! Was there something else? The next question is for you, too. It's just this one more. Could you please stay? The contents may warrant repayment that the emergency room won't be able to fix, but... Very well. Are you planning to break into the 3rd dimension to claim vengeance, Doctor? And then again, you probably could. Anyway, I'll read it, and if you don't want to say anything, you don't have to. Let's not get anyone killed. Indeed. Though I can't guarantee that we won't. This is from Tommy. About how many aliases have you had to date, Doctor? Would you mind telling me what a few of them are? I don't keep them lying around for use as party tricks. That doesn't answer the question, sir. I think it is enough. I simply use names as I need. In situations where it would be inconvenient for people to realize who I am, you see. Would revealing my names not then be quite inconvenient? Well, that's true, but no one reading this will mind spoilers. I don't mean inconvenient for them. I mean inconvenient for me. I'll be going now. Ah, he's gone. You didn't even answer either of them, Doctor. Looks like you're having some trouble. Yuya! Oh, Yuya was the one that said that to... Okay, whatever. How about I answer that question for him? You're always here just when we need you, Yuya. I've been trailing him for quite some time, after all. I'll leak a little confidential information just for you, but you're dead. He ate you. Oh no, we ate you in your bad path. Never mind, you're fine. You were in BBL, yeah. You're always ready to reveal state secrets just when we need them, Yuya. Well, that's a little harsh, isn't it? Anyway, moving right along. As you all know, his name is a member of the faculty of same paginations, and his name as a medical doctor is Iwamine Shu. And his name as a researcher for the Hawk Party was Isa Soma. That's the name I first knew him by. We also have evidence indicating that Ishiki Michio, the public prosecutor who died suddenly only a few years ago, might be the same person. Ooh. And finally, there's a theory that his real identity is as the heir to the Ichijo group, but that's still just a rumor.
He has quite the history, doesn't he?
It all seems a little excessive to me. In any case, the truth remains shrouded in darkness. Sorry, sneeze attacks. Anyway, that's it for me. Can't keep the ladies waiting after all. Adieu.
Thank you, Yuya. It's a little late now, but will he be okay? The doctor was awfully insistent about hiding those names, and he just blabbed all of them. But then again, he can take care of himself. It's not like the doctor could kill him or anything, even if he did find out.
Wow. Wow. Wow, too soon!
Next letter. It's from one Sanya for Nageki. Did you disappear entirely after BBL, or are you living on inside Ryota? Also, what would you have done if you had never been sick? Would you have gone to college? I want to know and I can't stop crying. Nageki will have to answer these himself. You made me come in just a little while ago, too. Sorry, but you're a really important figure in BBL, so we need to have you here. Sanya was asking what happened to you after BBL. At the very least, we do know that I spoke to you when you woke up from hibernation. Right. Let's take another look at that scene. Mr. Kawara. Mr. Kawara. Miss Tosaka. Can you hear me? Morning is almost here. Wake up, Kawara! Tosaka!
That's him. Oh, wait.
Wake up, Kawara! Tosaka! I told you I wouldn't go back on my word. That scene appears in the special epilogue that you get if you play through a second time.
Which I didn't play through a second time, so spoiler.
And that was a pretty bad spoiler. Are you sure it's okay to show that? There might be people who've cleared BBL but still haven't seen it. Oh! Sorry. I wasn't thinking.
No, actually, I'm glad you did.
What? Don't look! Don't look! It's a little late now. Anyways, as you can see, my consciousness still seems to be there.
Actually, I'm glad they put that in there because I mean, I wouldn't have gone back and played it a second time. I knew there were secret scenes. The one secret scene by choosing, because that was in the guide that pointed it out, but that was never pointed out anywhere, so I don't know, a lot of people might not know about that.
So maybe I haven't disappeared completely. That's still pretty vague. I don't exactly exist to begin with. It's a little hard to imagine something that doesn't exist disappearing. But then again, part of your body is inside mine now, so maybe you do exist after all. I don't know what happens after the end of BBL. Maybe I disappear later on. Or maybe I end up sharing Mr. Kawara's body. Maybe, if I do end up staying, I'd like to see Hitori move on. And finally start living for himself.
Well, he does, because now he's a separate bird, and I don't know when that happened.
And then I could disappear. It'd be nice to see Professor Nanaki living happily.
But they're two different birds! Now, I don't know when that happened. See, this is what I'm talking.
He's been through so much. It wasn't all fun and games for me either, but I definitely agree. How about the second question? Also, what would you have done if you had never been sick? Would you have gone to college? I want to know and can't stop crying. You can't stop crying? You know you can't change the past. You can't hope for a future which won't be allowed to come either. Don't you think about where you wanted to go in life, Nageki? Not really. I never had a dream for what I wanted to be when I grew up or anything like that. If nothing had ever happened, I probably would have gone on to college, graduated, and thought about things from there. It is pretty hard to know where you'll be a few years down the line. I haven't put any thought into my career path at all. I bet you make a good museum curator, or a librarian, or a writer. I've never really felt like writing books on my own. Being a curator could be interesting, though. I'll think about that. I'll think about it. Whoops. For the world where you're still alive. Yes, something like that. Is that all? Yeah, thank you, Nageki. This last one is anonymous. It's for... Hello!
Is this the recording room? Mr. Uzune! Please come in, have a seat. Tea and biscuits. How nice! Yes, this is very nice. Would it be alright if I brought some home? I'd like to give them to the children. Oh, yes, I think that'd be fine. I'll wrap them up for you when we're done. Really? Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you. He's certainly quite talkative. It's almost hard to believe he's actually Professor Nanaki. See, he is, but why are they split? Why are they two birds now? It's creeping me out. Our last letter is addressed to you. I have a question for Hitori. You're supposed to have been good at studying, but were you able to go to school? You had your job as a lecturer, and after that you took care of the children. It certainly doesn't seem like you'd have the time. I don't go. I'm enrolled, though. You're enrolled, but don't go? Is it, are you a truant? No. I'm a distance student. Oh, of course. Everyone helps out with the housework, so I have more than enough time left to study. Even so, I'm a little worried about leaving them for so long. If you wouldn't mind, I think I should be going soon. Shouldn't everybody ask, why the fuck are you two different birds now? How did this happen? He's a very caring guardian, too. And my father could stand to take a leaf out of his book. Thank you so much, Hitori. Thank you for having me. It's almost like someone brought a painting of the ideal young man to life. I wonder if I'll grow up to be as pleasant a person as him. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you all so much for your letters. Okay, perfect. So, we'll leave that there. We'll start doing the other paths, these ones. And again, I'm not sure when the other, thing, because this last one is unlocked when you do get that last one, but we don't have the icon for it. What in the world is... Oh my god! A zombie's little sprite, Rabu. Oh my god! He's so cute as a little old man. He's cuter as a little fucking old budgie, though. Oh my god. That poor little budgie is dead, though. He's so fucking dead. Like, it was a real bird, and he's so dead because, like, it's been, like, fucking 8 years. Oh my god. Since the first game came out. Like 2011. Oh! Oh no! He probably didn't live that long. Poor little bird. Oh god, I love it so much. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it here, but anyway. Yeah, so we'll do the shrine visit and do our human bird forms, and then we'll... I don't know how to unlock that one, so we'll figure it out, but maybe you have to do all of the other stuff first, so anyway. It's not in the guide, so that's why I say that, but anyway. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.